Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday afternoon today here from Thompson. It is Region 2 Baseball on yourliveevent.com featuring the Thompson Tommies and the Patriots of Mayport CG. I'm Chase Miller with you here today as it's another Region 2 contest for both of these two teams. Take a look at what happened earlier in the week. For the Thompson Tommies, they have won 8 straight games, including a 19-9 win over the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley yesterday, picking up a win, and they got things going early on in the first inning and never looked back against the Burros. While for the Patriots yesterday, fell to Park River area, Fortville Lincoln, by a final of 10-2 for the Patriots. They have lost 3 straight games coming into this one, while for the Tommies, they have won 8 consecutive contests. Still to come on our pregame show, we'll hear from both the coaches, Alex Berry from the Mayport CG Patriots. We'll hear from Nate Solis of the Thompson Tommies, take a look ahead for both programs, and also get to our starting lineup and the opening pitch here today from Thompson. Again, this is Region 2 Baseball on yourliveevent.com. When we come back, we'll get right into our coaches conversation. We'll hear from Alex Berry due up first, and then we'll hear from head coach Nate Solis of the Tommies, as it is Senior Recognition Day, Senior Day today for the 6 Thompson Tommies seniors here on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the True Grade Pull-Type Bulldozer Blade from Degelman Industries. At 34 inches, the True Grade is the tallest pull-type bulldozer blade in its class. Our streamlined design will make cleaning ditches, grading roads, digging ditches, leveling fields, and moving snow easier and more efficient than ever. The Degelman True Grade, engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
As we continue here today on yourliveevent.com for a little region baseball between the Mayport CG Patriots and the Thompson Tommies. Join us from Mayport CG's perspective as head coach, that's Alex Berry. And Alex, just anytime you have a team that really doesn't have a senior and a lot of freshmen and a sophomores, there's going to be some growing pains throughout the course of the season. Yep. But what's the biggest thing you want to see from your team continuing to grow before you get to that region tournament here in a week and a half?
Yeah, just striving for improvement and looking to reach some consistency here. Towards the end of the year, we want to be playing our most consistent baseball. We have a lot of trust in these guys that they're able to do it. Just continuing to have the belief every single day is a huge one for us.
One of the guys that we kind of mentioned before we got to the interview here, Sawyer McGillis, what you've kind of seen from his performance so far as a junior on the field so far this season?
Yeah, he's probably our most experienced guy. He plays shortstop for us, really handled the bat well offensively, so we look for him to be a cornerstone in our lineup, and he's done a nice job overall of being consistent throughout the year.
Sophomore pitcher on the mound today, Connor Doctor. Just what do you want to see from him on the mound here against a really good Thompson lineup?
Yeah, they're quite experienced. I would say throwing strikes, getting ahead. You're a different pitcher when you're ahead. Changing speeds is really important against a lineup like this. So if you stay in the strike zone and you get ahead, you get yourself a better opportunity to be successful and let our defense work for us.
The one trait about this team, what is something that you like about this year's club so far at this point of the season?
Yeah, I think they're willing to learn, having a willingness to learn each day. We're working on some kinks of, getting guys in different positions and learning each and every day and improving. So their willingness to learn is huge and grow each and every day, and they have a good attitude. They're a good group overall.
Alex, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today against Tommies.
All right, thank you very much.
And again, head coach from the Mayport CG Patriots, Alex Berry, will continue on the pregame show after this.
Stay up today all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today from Thompson, a nice day for a little region of baseball between the Patriots and the Tommies. Joining us here from the Thompson Tommies perspective as head coach, that's Nate Solis. And before we talk about the game today, let's recap yesterday. And obviously, once you get to May, Nate, as you know, a lot of baseball games in a short amount of time. So just what did you like from your team yesterday, opening up the week with a win against the Burros?
Yeah, I really liked our start. I mean, I think we talked about really having to set the tone, and you know, we faced some good pitching, obviously, yesterday. And so to put up a 9 spot right away, I think I was impressed with that. And we kept swinging it too, and didn't just kind of lean on the 9 runs and then be done. I mean, we put up another 8 spot there and a couple more runs and some other innings. And no, it was good. It was good for us to continue that start with the bats, and few mental mistakes that I'd like to see cleaned up, and that's what the beauty of baseball is. You can do that today.
You take a look at today as Senior Recognition Day, so just talk about the senior class that you have on this team and kind of what they meant to you in the program. And obviously there's still more baseball ahead for them, but what have they meant to you for you here, Nate?
A ton. I mean, you look back at all who's contributed, and you know, years starting, and you know, this is their 3rd year, 4th year. This is Schumacher's 5th year starting. I mean, you just watch them grow into fine young men and what they've been able to do, and the leaders that they are for our younger guys, and just how to model of, you know, what it takes to have success and to be coachable. And you know, we're going to miss them when we're gone, so we're soaking it all up now. And just a great day to, you know, pay our respect to those guys, and you know, hopefully we can get a win for them.
Whether it's the Patriots, whether it's Larimore, whether it's whoever is left on the regular season, what's the biggest thing you want to see from your team now until you get to Mayville State for that Region 2 tournament?
I just want to see consistency with the stick still. I mean, obviously you're not going to put up 19 runs every game or double digits, but I want to see us continue to have good at-bats amongst the guys. And we talked about hitting is contagious, and we have to make sure that we pass it on down to the next guy and not scatter it out a little bit. And we've done a good job of that. And you know, in terms of this 9-game stretch in 7 days, it's we got to throw strikes, and we got to be able to make our plays on defense that we need to make, and help our pitchers out. But at the end of the day, we just can't give up free bases. We've been doing that a little bit too much this year, and now we're at the point where we're about a week and a half away from Mayville State, and then it really counts, and your season's on the line right from the get-go. So to give free bases and free opportunities to the other team for them to take advantage of is something that we haven't done in the past, and we don't want to start and continue that now. So we got to clean it up starting today.
Final thing for Coach Solis before you let him go from the Thompson Tommies, your pitcher. Speaking of pitching, Drew Odenbach on the mound. Just what do you want to see from him particularly on any particular pitches, working in, working out? Just what do you want to see from him on the mound today?
I want to see him to get to as many pitches as he can. This is his first time starting an extended game. Had a little bit of a hiccup getting ready for the season, and set him back a little bit, but I think it's been good for other guys to get some innings in and step up that way. And you know, unfortunate that he couldn't pitch the entirety of his senior season, but he's a gamer, and he's going to be ready to go once it happens at Mayville State. So it's about getting it ready and prepping now, and just like I said, he's going to go 100% today, or as many as he can, and then we'll make an adjustment. But I just want to see him get comfortable out there, and get back to the old self that he can be, and dominate. And I think just his presence is going to be able to give him that confidence.
Hey, as always, Solis, good to see you, and best of luck here today.
Thank you.
That again, Coach Nate Solis for the Thompson Tommies will continue on the pregame show after this here from Thompson.
Insurance. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
As we continue on the pregame show here, just heard from both coaches. It's now time to get you ready for the starting lineups and the opening pitch. But before then, let's take a look ahead on our iRe Insurance pregame show for both teams coming up. For iRe Insurance, you can simply go to their website. That's ireinsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Whether it's home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance, go to ireinsurance.com again to get your free quote started today. For the visiting Patriots and Mayport CG, after this one concludes, they will continue later this week hosting the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley on Friday, then have a game with the Larimore Polar Bears, who are having themselves a nice season so far in Region 2 play. That'll be on Monday here for the Mayport CG Patriots. All roads lead to the Region 2 baseball tournament at Mayville State, which will be beginning on May the 17th, and we'll have it for you on yourliveevent.com. The state tournament will be at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo beginning on Thursday, May the 29th, with the place matches and championship game on Saturday, May the 31st. From there, for the Thompson Tommies, taking a look ahead at what their schedule has in front of them. After today, they will have another game at Larimore for a doubleheader on Thursday, then go up against the Aggies on Saturday and Shiloh Christian on Saturday at 1 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon here between the Thompson Tommies hosting that little triangular. So again, that'll be Park River area set for 1 o'clock on Saturday, then the Skyhawks at 5 o'clock following that as well. So a ton of baseball here for Thompson, a couple more next week, and then as themselves with the Patriots both getting for the Region 2 baseball tournament. State tournament appearances here for the Tommies. They've made 10 of the last 11 state tournament appearances, and they've won 8 straight region championships. Last time the Patriots have made it to state was dating back in 2015 here for Mayport CG. The Patriots, 3 wins, 7 losses on the season, 2-4 in Region 2 play, head coached by Alex Berry, while for the Thompson Tommies, head coached by Nate Solis at 12-1 on the season, 5-0 in Region 2 play, as the coaches are exchanging the lineup cards here in this one, as the Thompson Tommies will be in their black tops. For the Patriots, they'll be in their white tops here on this Tuesday afternoon. Wind blowing in from center field and down the line, if you can maybe slice one or hook one, depending on if you're a righty or a lefty, but still a nice day regardless of the wind. Currently in Thompson, it is 70 degrees. Wind gusts up to 25 to 30 miles per hour here currently here in Thompson. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by iRe Insurance. Again, go to ireinsurance.com to get a free quote started today. When we come back, we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening pitch. It's the Tommies and the Patriots for Region 2 baseball on yourliveevent.com.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have, and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsborough for more information.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with iRe. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As the Thompson Tommies have taken the field, it's now time to get to our starting lineups again. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. As we get you ready for the starting lineups, I'm Chase Miller with you here in this one. As our starting lineups are brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. That's crystalsugar.com. Again, that's crystalsugar.com. For the Patriots, they'll roll like this. Bricker Johnson, batting in the leadoff spot here, the freshman center fielder for the Patriots. Sawyer McGillis batting second, the junior shortstop. Connor Doctor will be on the mound here opposing Odenbach. He will be batting third. From there, Caden Hogfoss, the sophomore third baseman, batting cleanup. Easton Hansen, the sophomore first baseman, batting fifth. Alex Ardsvold, the junior catcher, sixth, with Sam Weaver, the sophomore left fielder, batting seventh. Case Judish batting eighth and right, and then Aiden Arnsvold, the sophomore second baseman, is batting ninth. Again, that is our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Go to crystalsugar.com. And again, it's crystalsugar.com. Opening pitch here today by Mr. Drew Odenbach is at 426. That'll be in the dirt for a ball. It's now 1-0. So Odenbach on the bump here today for the Thompson Tommies. The 1-0 pitch. That one will miss for a ball. It's now 2-0. We'll get to the outfield and infield here for the Tommies after this pitch. 2-0 offering. That one will be in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. Muse in left with Tyson center, and Oyland is out in right here for the Thompson Tommies. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Tice at left, third base with Schumacher at short. Gemmel at second. Welke at first base, and Obdam behind the plate here with Odenbach again on the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff batter in Johnson. The 2-2 strike 3 went through the zone. Yes, he did. And that'll be the first out of the afternoon. So 1 down here on 5 pitches for Johnson as Odenbach collects the strikeout. Now it's Sawyer McGillis, the junior, will be coming up to the plate here. Someone we talked with, Coach Barry, on the pregame show. Played a lot of baseball so far. One of the elder statesmen here on a team that has 0 seniors on it this season. A bevy of freshmen and sophomores and a sprinkle of a couple of juniors here, and that is it for the Patriots on their baseball program. Also co-oping with Finley Sharon again this season for Mayport CG. No balls, 1 strike on the way to the junior shortstop. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit in the air. That one will go to left, and the wind will carry this in and go off the left fielder of Muse. That'll be a fair ball, and it's in there for a base knock. The wind actually helped McGillis on that one, as you had Muse and Schumacher going out for it, and the ball just kept dying in front of the left fielder. So it's a 1-out single here for McGillis, and the Patriots have their first runner aboard. Well, the wind there, that probably does get to Muse without having to worry too much about it, but with the wind coming in from a left field here today, just kind of died in the air, and now you have a runner on first with 1 down here for the Patriots with Connor Doctor, the opposing pitcher, a chance to help his own cause at the plate, and the first batter that Odenbach will see from the left-hand side of the plate. Here's the pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. Anytime you have a left-handed batter and Thompson going to be wary in the press box, as something a little bit swung on late could get up to you in a hurry. Here's the 1-0 offering. Good spot, but that'll miss outside. 2-0. For the Thompson Tommies, looking for win number 13 of this season, while for the Mayport CG Patriots looking for win number 4 of their campaign. This counts as a 2-point Region 2 contest. The 2-0 pitch, that'll be in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. Johnson with a strikeout. McGillis, 2 pitches, earned a single to left. And here's the 4th pitch upcoming to Connor Doctor. As Welke holding on the runner at first in McGillis. 2-1, big swing. Now it's 2-2. With Caden Dew up next here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Outside of the wind, about as nice of a day you could get here for this month of May. Only just going to climb and get a little bit warmer throughout the temperatures throughout the week here with the 2-2 offering. That'll miss. Now it's 3-2. First 3-ball count here for Odenbach. So the Mayport CG Patriots, number 3 batter, and Connor Doctor. Let's see pitch number 6 of the at-bat. We'll see if the runner goes from first or stays put. McGillis will stay put. 3-2 pitch is going to be hit on the line. That's going to go to straightaway center field, and taking a couple steps back is Tice. It's allowed out number 2, and there's 2 down here on our scoreboard in the top of the first inning. Brought to you in part by Chris Moe Nodak Insurance. Chris Moe, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. So 2 down, and it's now to the sophomore third baseman, Hunt Voss, due up here, the cleanup batter for the Patriots. Odenbach trying to strand McGillis there at first. McGillis going to run. This was going to be a throw by Ovdam, and sliding in safely will be McGillis. Goes off on the first pitch. And now a runner gets into scoring position on the one-hop throw by Ovdam. The tag just about a half step behind him. Now it's 0-1 upcoming here to Caden. So Patriots with a runner in scoring position right now here early on in the first. Off-speed pitch will be in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes with a runner in at second base here for Mayport CG. Odenbach looking for a second punch out in the top half of the frame. This one will run in at the knee. It's now 1-2. Thompson Tommy has been the bully on the block here for Region 2 baseball. 8 straight region titles, making 10 of the last 11. The one team to make it, not named Thompson, Mayport CG back in 2015, as this one is fouled off, and we'll keep it at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's just in the region, not to mention what they've done at the state level with 3 consecutive state titles in 2022, 23, 24, and they've been to state again consistently, as this will be a time call by umpire. So in terms of the level of play when it comes to Class B baseball in North Dakota, the Thompson Tommies have definitely elevated the bar here just within their own program, and trying to keep that good times rolling here throughout the course of the 2025 season. The 1-2 offering from Odenbach. That'll miss. Now it's 2-2. For Thompson, Tice will be batting leadoff here, and we'll get to their starting lineup the first time through the order. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Odenbach gets his second strikeout of the afternoon. There were no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. We played a half inning on the Nodak Insurance Chris Moe Agency scoreboard. It's the Mayport CG Patriots scoreless. The Thompson Tommies coming to the plate.
Hope North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm, and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
And for the Thompson Tommies, first time they're coming to the plate here this afternoon, as they will be going up against Connor Doctor on the mound here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Mr. Tice is batting leadoff for the junior center fielder. From there, you got Ovdam batting second. And that's going to be Dex Ovdam here batting second for the 8th grade catcher. Thomas Schumacher, the shortstop, senior, batting third, with Welke, the cleanup batter, the first baseman, batting fourth. Drew Odenbach, the opposing pitcher, batting fifth, with Jonathan Muse batting sixth. Caden Loyland batting seventh out in right field. Also the DH with Eli Gemmel, the sophomore second baseman, batting eighth. And Braden Tice is batting ninth here today for the Thompson Tommies. Thompson got out in front in this particular inning yesterday against the Burros. First pitch swinging, a little hopper. This one to the third baseman, not going to be in time. It's an infield single on the way. And there's a runner on one pitch here for the Thompson Tommies. So Tice able to leg out an infield single, took a nice little high hop, and Hogfoss there had to come in and try to glove it, play it across the diamond quickly. No runner aboard here for Thompson. Weaver in left with Johnson in center, Judish in right here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Taking his lead off of first is Tice being held on there by Hansen. This one will one-hop the catcher, and that will be underneath his feet. And then by the time he was able to realize that with Alex Arsvold, you already saw Tice able to get into scoring position. So Dex Avdum now will work with a hitter's count, 1 ball, no strike, with a runner in scoring position. McGillis, the shortstop, with Aiden Arnsvold at second base. This one again will be in the dirt. Blocked away there by Alex Arnsvold. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Also, McGillis will have to pay attention as coming in from third was Hogfoss there. And if he wanted to run, Tice had an open lane to possibly get to third base with nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. This one's going to be bunted up the third base line. Hogfoss will come in and glove it. Makes the flip across the diamond in time. It's a sacrifice as Tice will get into scoring position. And nice bunt there by Avdum. And there's one down with the runner at third base. Thomas Schumacher, the senior, now with a opposing pitcher trying to work out of a little bit of a situation here in Doctor, where Schumacher's trying to get the first run of the game for the Thompson Tommies. As the left side of the infield will play nearly in. This one will run out of the zone for a ball. It's 1-0. Playing about even with the bag at first is Hansen a step or two behind. And then Arnsvold's about the deepest here for a second baseman in terms of the infield. 1-0 pitch. Getting out of the way is Schumacher. So a couple of 2-ball strikes, 2-ball no strike counts here to back-to-back batters after Tice at a first pitch swinging single. Avdum with a 2-0 sacrifice bunt, and now Schumacher with a hitter's count as well here, 2-0. 2-0 is sliced down the left field line as another foot or two. That would have meant a little bit on a line drive. He would have had to look out there for Coach Nate Solis, so trying to scamper out of the way. Instead, we'll make it 2 balls and a strike. Schumacher will try to barrel it up another time here. That'll miss. Now 3-1 as the infield now all in here. We're one of the 6 seniors on senior day here for the Thompson Tommies. Here's the 3-1 to Schumacher. That'll miss. A 5-pitch walk, and Schumacher gets aboard with a free pass for the first time today from Thompson's perspective, and there's runners at the corners as Welke will be digging in now for the Tommies. And this is the situation if you're Mayport CG or anybody, especially at the high school baseball level, runners at the corners. A lot of times you'll see that secondary runner sometimes have a delayed steal, try to get into second base. What do you do as a second baseman or a shortstop to try to cut it off potentially as they pay attention to the runner? As Hansen tries to make the tag on Schumacher, but he's in safely. As Tommies, there's been situations over their tenure which they have feasted on getting teams and runners on, particularly in scoring position, finding ways to bring them in throughout the course of their 3 consecutive state championships here in program history. Runner's going to go. The throw will be cut off by the second baseman. Get by him to delayed steal and coming in, and right on cue, it's 1-0 Thompson. So a little bit of a delayed steal there is getting into scoring position. It's going to be Schumacher as he gets that stolen base. And then once it got by that second baseman and Aiden Arnsvold going immediately, then was Tice. On a little delay, it's 1-0. This one swung on in the dirt. That'll be now 0-2 here with Welke. The cleanup batter for the Thompson Tommies, for the senior first baseman. Part of 4 consecutive seniors in the starting lineup here for head coach Nate Solis. As Doctor works in the 0-2, and this one will be foul. It's something that Coach Barry mentioned in our pregame show for the Patriots, and particularly Doctor here trying to work ahead of batters as best as you can against the quality Thompson Tommy lineup here. Seeing if he can get a punch out and try to keep Schumacher at second base. 0-2 is going to be hit in the air. That's a high fly ball to left, way back, going back, and that ball is going to hop right in front of the school, as it'll be an RBI double, and if the wind wasn't bringing it in, that one might have hit, if not gone over the school. Instead, it's a loud RBI double here for Wilkie. It's 2-love in favor of the Thompson Tommies. So Schumacher comes in to score. That one barreled up. It's an RBI double on the way. And 2-0 in favor here of Thompson, as they will have another runner in scoring position. Drew Odenbach, the senior pitcher, now coming up to the plate here for the Tommies. Well, it's a similar spot here for Thompson and what they were able to do yesterday against the Burros, getting out early against Hillsborough Central Valley. First pitch swinging. This one's going to be hit to the third baseman, who looks back the runner. The throw across. Nice little stretch there by Hansen. Hockfoss does a nice job there at third base. 5-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. It can be a difficult play sometimes where you're looking back and your shoulders maybe turn towards second base and you get a fire towards first. But there's 2 down, and Doctor will try to minimize damage to 2 runs here in the inning. Well, the Tommies, how much more of a crooked number can they put on the board here in the bottom half of the first? This one will miss low to Jonathan Muse for the senior left fielder. That's Alex Arnsvold calls time to talk it over with his pitcher. So a leadoff single comes in to score. Omdom with the sacrifice bunt, one of the other 2 outs here today. And then a walk by Schumacher also comes in to score. Welke again with that double stands at second base. 1-0 pitch. That'll be inside now, 2-0. So from the eastern side of the state, don't have to travel too much this season when it comes to state baseball. 2 years ago up at Corbett Field in Minot, last season in Jamestown. This year making its way to Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit up the third base side, and that one will go foul. Now 2-1. As it continues to rotate, and same for state softball this year when it comes to Class B. That'll also be in Fargo. As just over a week from now, we'll get to Region 1 baseball beginning on May the 14th for postseason. Later in the week, Region 1 softball, Region 2 baseball, and Region 2 softball all gets to their opening rounds on that Saturday. Region track and field a week from Friday. Busy time of the year just in terms of baseball and softball before you look at any other sport. 2-1 pitch. This one's going to get in front of the catcher. The throw down to third is not going to be in time, and able to back it up, but it goes under the glove of McGillis and Weaver, but still getting in there is going to be Welke. So 3 balls. And 1 strike on the way here to Muse. As the 3-1 offering's upcoming. That'll be in there for a strike, makes the count full at 3-2. This will be the first full count on the way to a Thompson Tommy batter. There's Jonathan Muse. Digs back in here for the Tommies. 3-2 pitch on the way from Doctor. This one's going to be hit and past the diving glove for a moment of the first baseman, who able to bring it down. For a second there, looked like it was going to get by Hansen. Hansen did a good job getting the glove on it for a moment. Able to reach base. Welke comes in to score. Muse will take first base, and now it's 3-0. So Muse stands at first base. As you will see, Loyland, even if it was a good throw, looked like going to beat the play regardless there by Muse, unless Hansen was able to glove it immediately. And now you bring the lefty and Loyland, the sophomore, as they look at the runner at first. This one is going to get by the first baseman on the throwing error, so Muse will make his way towards second base. So now a runner at scoring position here for the Tommies. 3 batters in so far for Thompson. Now a base knock by Loyland here would try to make it a 4-0 lead here for the Tommies. As Doctor looks back the runner. First pitch swinging. This one is a line drive to the shortstop McGillis, and that'll retire the side. But the Thompson Tommies put 3 runs on the board on 3 hits. There was an error and a runner left on base. A new score on the Nodak Insurance Chris Moan Agency scoreboard. It's Thompson 3, the Patriots scoreless here on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Top of the second inning for the Mayport CG Patriots. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 batters against Drew Odenbach, who was able to get 2 punch-outs, a single by McGillis, and then a line drive out to the center fielder Tice to work out of the first. First pitch will miss for a ball low to Easton Hansen. Hansen, Alex Arnsvold, and Sam Weaver due up here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Down 3-0, top of the second inning. This one will also miss for a ball. It's now 2-0. Odenbach, 2-0 pitch. That one works for a strike. Talked with Nate Solis earlier in the day. Mentioned that really first chance for Drew to get some extended pitching time here on the rubber, as this one's going to be hit down the third base line. That'll go foul 2-2, and kind of continue to work that arm a little bit here after going through a little bit minor of a setback with an injury. But as Coach Solis said, with Drew being out, has allowed maybe the pitching staff to develop a little bit more, get some other guys some innings and chances to play at the varsity level here this season for the Tommies. 2-2 on the way. That'll be hitting the air down the first base side, but that'll go foul. And we'll keep it at 2-2. So pitch number 6 to the at-bat coming up here for this sophomore Easton Hansen. As Hansen able to hit a couple of foul balls in back-to-back order. Working on top of the plate here in terms of that batter's box, pretty much right on top of it. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Odenbach. This will be a line drive, and that's a base knock on the way as that gets through the shortstop of Schumacher, the third baseman of Tice. Second base knock against Odenbach here for the Patriots, and they get a leadoff batter on here in the top of the second. In the first, McGillis was able to get a single to left. He was stranded at second base after a stolen base attempt with Doctor and Hogfoss. Now it's Alex Arsvold for the junior catcher batting from the left-hand side. Coming up to the plate now for the Patriots. Welke holding on the runner at first. This will miss low. It's now 1-0. So for the Patriots right now, we'll try to come back and see if they can get a run or two across here in the top half of the second. Down by 3. 1-0 pitch. That'll also miss for a ball. It's low now, 2-0. So for Odenbach, 4 balls so far between Hansen and Arnsvold. I'm going to throw a couple of strikes to Hansen, but a couple of those were foul balls. As diving back in is Hansen at first base. Almost caught him froze a little bit there as Welke applied the tag. Here's the 2-0 offering. Good swing, and Arsvold can't connect. It's now 2-1. That's Hansen. Keep his spot at first base. This one will miss low. Now 3-1 on the way here to Alex Arsvold. And going back for the Patriots, 3 straight losses, losing to the Aggies of Park River area yesterday 10-2. 3-7 on the season, 2-4 in Region 2 play, as this one is swung on a miss to Alex Arsvold here. One state championship in program history back in 2015, a decade ago. The Patriots defeated the Carrington Cardinals 14-8 in that championship game, as this is a potential tailor-made double play. They get one at second. The relay in time for the twin killing 4-6-3. Gemmel, Schumacher to Wilkie, and it'll be 2 down in the top of the second inning. 4-6-3, twin killing, and just like that, the Tommies, with Odenbach, puts it in the right spot of the zone. Get a batter in Ardsvold to roll over it and turn 2 behind you. As Weaver, first pitch swinging into the net, and now it's 0-1. Mayville made it twice just by themselves back in 1950 and 54. Then the Mayport CG Patriots, 1994. 40 years between state tournament appearances for the Patriots. Then they went on a little run, making it in 94-95, 2001-03, 2010-11, and 2015. Odenbach then gets 3 pitches to strike out Weaver, and that'll retire the side. Odenbach with his 3rd punch-out of the afternoon. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, no runs, no hits, or make that 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We played an inning and a half today on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. It is 3-0 Thompson.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll cover the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 2nd and 3rd.
This will be hit and over the shortstop Berg into left center field. A run comes in to score with Alexander Rapp.
Optimist Volleyball Series June 16th and 17th.
Blue outside Linsinger with another hammer.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 14th and 15th.
Baldwin finds Wick. Wick open, 3-pointer coming. Yes, sir!
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Bottom of the second inning, Thompson will be coming up to the plate for the second time here against Doctor in the mound for the Mayport CG Patriots. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 batters. Gemmel, Tice, and Tice due up here for the Thompson Tommies. First inning, 3 runs, 3 hits. They did leave 1 runner on. Doctor so far, 1 walk with no strikeouts. That walk to Schumacher did come in and score a run here for the Thompson Tommies. So for Thompson, looking to add on to their lead right now, as they will be in the bottom of the second in a game that got underway back at 4:26 earlier today here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you for Region 2 Baseball. This one will miss outside for a ball. Eli, the sophomore, second baseman, will see this miss out of the zone now 1-0 as Doctor with the 1-0 pitch, foul back at 1-1. Timberwolves fans getting ready to host the Golden State Warriors later tonight. Opening tip at 8:30. See what the Wolves can do, while the Minnesota Twins are back home for a 6-game homestand, opening up a 3-game set with the Baltimore Orioles later today at Target Field and hosting the San Francisco Giants. So the colors of orange and black will be well represented at Target Field for the next couple of days. The 1-2 pitch from Doctor, and they're going to appeal. He was able to stay back and Gemmel here. Now keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes as he has a chance to keep himself alive here for Eli. Doctor for the windup. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to straightaway center field, and that's one might potentially die with the wind. Had a little fishtail on it, able to get it over the second baseman of Aiden Arnsvold into short center. And it will be a base knock here for Eli and the Tommies, as they were able to do in the first inning, get their leadoff runner aboard with a single. As Tice will see it now. We've seen a couple of times today, if you're hitting one to center to left field and you don't necessarily get all of it, that baseball is definitely going to get batted down by the wind here today. As now Braden Tice comes up, the number 9 batter, first pitch, able to make a bunt, and this one will be ate up by the pitcher on a error, but Doctor, as he looked to try to see if he could throw out Tice at first base, unable to do so. Now he'll be runners at first and second, as you'll bring up Mr. Tice. Runner at second base is Gemmel. Braden Tice at first, and Jeremy Tice will make his way to the plate. Single with a run scored so far here today, and tough one if you're Doctor. You're going to be given an out with that bunt right back to you, but you have to go make the play regardless. Looking to make another bunt here as this one's going to be in the dirt. And the shortstop McGillis does a good job covering third, is able to go through, they said, did Tice. Now it's 0-1. That's just one where you want to glove the baseball, then throw it to the first baseman. But that's the time you're taking a look and seeing where Hansen is, seeing where the runner is, and see if the Tommies can take advantage here of a potential extra out in the inning. Daylight play at second as Aiden Ardsvold was trying to get there at second base. As Doctor working on the mound, and we've seen this from a lot of baseball, especially at the high school level where the mound has turf. Starting to see more even turf at home plate in particular parks throughout the eastern side of the state. This one misses out of the zone, 1-1. Shiloh Christian, an all-turf field. Central Cass, all-turf field. Corbett Field hosts the state tournament and some regionals turf as well. But for the most part, if there's turf, it's either on the mound or at home plate, if not both, in North Dakota for the high school ranks. 1-1 pitch as the third baseman comes all the way in, pretty much trying to get the lead runner, and he does at third base. Doing a nice job was Hogfoss there, coming all the way down the third base line. He was about 30 feet potentially away from home plate by the time the bunt came down by Jeremy Tice, so he will reach on the fielder's choice. Gemmel is retired at third base, and Braden Tice makes his way to second, and there's one down. So that'll go 5-6 on the putout. A nice play there by Hogfoss at third base to get the lead runner and keep the runners at first and second. Now Obdam batting from the left-hand side. This will be picked up by the second baseman who spins and pirouettes and throws. Aiden Arnsvold did a nice job of not seeing that baseball get underneath his glove. He goes to Hansen, 4-3 on the putout as Gemmel makes his way to third base. Tice makes his way to third, and then you have the other Tyson, Jeremy, at second. A productive out, but if you're the Patriots, you'll take the out regardless as you're one quality pitch away from getting out of the inning with a goose egg up in the bottom of the second. Schumacher with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored back in the first inning. 2 down, bottom of the second. First pitch swinging. Here's a grounder. This one will take a big hop and eat up the shortstop. As Schumacher will be able to get aboard. Coming in to score will be Braden Tice as Jeremy Tice makes his way to third. And now you'll have the error by the shortstop, and you'll have runners at the corners with a 4-0 contest. Took a big secondary hop, and as it did, McGillis just unable to glove it properly, and another error in the inning on the way here for the Patriots. Runners at the corners. Welke doubled his last time up, nearly hit the school and left. Off-speed pitch will be in there for a strike. It's 0-1. So for the Tommies, they do take advantage of the extra out. Now they get another extra out here in the inning. That's the one thing. Good teams make you pay when you give up 4 or 5 outs in a particular inning. Connor Doctor trying to minimize the damage here to just 1 run. Runner at first base is Schumacher. At third is Tice. Paying close attention as we've already seen Thompson one time today have that delayed double steal where the runner at first goes and sprints for second base, and then you kind of see where the throw is made, and then that runner from third reads the play in front of him and sprints home. As Doctor paying a lot of attention to the runner who's going to break and just eat it. This time will be Alex Ardsvold. Going to glove that properly, so it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike with runners in scoring position. So for Welke, put one in the outfield one more time. A chance to bring in 2 runs here. The gap is into right center and also down the right field line as they're shading him to pull. And this one will run in and hit him right at the 1 and 2. So Welke will work the count to a hit by a pitch. And bases are full of Tommies here in the bottom of the second inning. As Odenbach, chance to help his own cause here for the Tommies. batter number 7 of the inning. They sent 7 batters to the plate in the first against Doctor. So runner at third base is Jeremy Tice. At second, Schumacher, and Welke now at first. Taken in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Get to a week like this, you get to a lot of different pitchers and different innings, and a chance to win in 5 or win in 7 can always be something a little bit different. Had their chances to win in 5 and 6 yesterday, but the game eventually did go 7 against the Burros in the Tommies 19-9 win over HCV. Chance to open up the game, but behind the count 0-2 is Odenbach. 0-2 pitch, got him to go through the zone, a strikeout, and that'll retire the side. And Doctor gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. 1 run does come across, and we got a new score on the Nodak Insurance Chris Moan Agency scoreboard. It's 4-love in favor of Thompson.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
I give credit to Connor Doctor there to get out of the jam with just 1 run against, where there was 2 errors in the inning. The only hit was by the leadoff batter and Eli Gemmel, and nice defense again by the third baseman Honk Fox when they're trying to bunt there with Jeremy Tice with runners at first and second with no out. He got the lead batter, but a couple of errors did come back and haunt the Patriots. And so far, Doctor, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 4 runs against. He has given up 2 free bags and a strikeout as Odenbach works here in the 3rd inning. 2 innings of work, 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts here for Drew on the mound. 8, 9, and 1 batters with Judas, and Judas will hit this one opposite field. Able to get that to first base, and then it's going to be a throw that goes over the first baseman by Loyland, backed up by the catcher in Avdum to keep the runner at first. But for the 3rd straight inning, the Patriots get a runner aboard via a single, and back-to-back innings, they got the leadoff runner here for Mayport CG. So Aiden Arnsvold now due up here for the Patriots. Judas did a nice job just staying behind that one and roping one to right. Bunting, this one will go right back to the pitcher, Odenbach with a chance, but this one goes past the first baseman, Welke, as that'll go all the way to right. Loyland will pling this one in. The Patriots going to round third on his way home, and there's not going to be any throw. And on the air there by the pitcher in Odenbach, the Patriots have their first run of the game. It's now 4-1. So Case comes all the way in from first base. Aiden Arnsvold will make his way now towards second. And that throw by Odenbach just was not close enough for Welke to stay on the bag, as he had to try to come off it. But by the time he did, it was past him into right field. Loyland able to bring it back in, and now it's 4-1. So a leadoff batter does come in to score here for the Patriots. And Mayport CG now. And we'll see the second time through the lineup against Odenbach. Johnson looking to bunt, able to take a strike as he did go through the zone and offered at it. Bricker Johnson, the freshman center fielder, with a strikeout his last time up on 5 pitches. Here's the 0-1 offering on the way from Odenbach. That'll miss in the dirt. It's now 1-1. So for the Tommies, they got 1 run across in the 4th inning, thanks in part of a couple errors. 3 runs in the first, and for the Patriots, 1 run across on 1 error here so far in the top of the 3rd. 1-1 pitch. That'll be in there for a strike. It's now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way top of the 3rd inning. As Odenbach looking for his 4th strikeout of the day. 1-2 foul tipped, but unable to be in the glove of Ovdam here, and we'll keep it now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. For the Tommies, they will have a game with Larimore next on Thursday. The Patriots hosting the Burros on Friday. Both will be Region 2 counters. The 1-2 here from Odenbach. That'll be in the dirt. Runners in a stay put at second base. So Johnson able to work a 2-2 count in the first. Does so here in the 3rd inning as well. Trying to see if he can put one in play here. Move the runner across. Able to put one in play. That'll go to the 3rd baseman, Tice. Tice going to throw across, and this one going to be gloved there. Nicely done by Welke, nearly going into the batter of Johnson, who was hustling up the first baseline. The runner will stay put at second. 5-3 on the putout, and Johnson is retired. That was close to possibly being a collision at first. Instead, Johnson is retired as it'll bring up Sawyer McGillis. McGillis with a single out to left in front of the diving Muse, who was having to play the wind that kind of batted that one down. Here's the play. A chance to pick him off. They got him. Nicely done by Schumacher. A little delayed, and Odenbach threw it right where the shortstop just needed to make the catch to apply the tag. And being retired at second base is going to be Arsvold. So that's going to be 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. This one will miss outside for a ball to Sawyer McGillis, and it's 1-0. Thompson Tommy is able to get a runner retired here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs here to Sawyer McGillis. 2-0 pitch. Going to be hit on the ground. Another chance for the 3rd baseman as Tice throws across, and that'll retire the side. But the Mayport CG Patriots do put 1 run across here on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. We got a new score in Thompson. It's Tommy's 4, the Patriots 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the True Grade Pull-Type Bulldozer Blade from Degelman Industries. At 34 inches, the True Grade is the tallest pull-type bulldozer blade in its class. Our streamlined design will make cleaning ditches, grading roads, digging ditches, leveling fields, and moving snow easier and more efficient than ever. The Degelman True Grade, engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
For the Patriots, 1 run across on 1 hit. There was an error, nobody left on base. Odenbach, 3 innings of work, 3 hits against, 1 run with 3 strikeouts. No walks so far here for the Thompson Tommies. Thompson, 4 runs, 4 hits, and error, while the Patriots, 1 run, 3 hits, and 3 errors here today in this one. On Senior Day here in Thompson, taking a look at some of the seniors and what their plan is going forward. As for Jalen Ovdam, future plans, attending the University of North Dakota to pursue a degree in health sciences. As this one is in there for a strike to Jonathan Muse. Also from there, Mr. Tice. Going to be going to University of North Dakota to pursue a degree in business. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Doctor. That'll miss. Now it's 1-1. Muse, Loyland, and Gemmel again here for the Thompson Tommies. 6, 7, and 8 batters. 3rd inning of work for Doctor here for the Patriots. That'll miss out of the zone. It's now 2-1. Josh Juvie will be making his way to an apprenticeship in HVAC and complete that. Or Drew Odenbach. 2-1 pitch is going to be a grounder. This one goes to the shortstop who makes the nice charge there in McGillis. 6-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Drew Odenbach will be making his way to University of Minnesota Crookston to pursue a degree in agronomy and continue playing collegiate baseball. Jonathan Muse will attend the University of North Dakota to pursue a degree in business as well. As this will be in there for a strike to Loyland. It's now 0-1. Wilkie heading to NDSCS, going to continue to play baseball and get a degree in residential electric, as this one is going to be a grounder past the diving second baseman as Loyland gets aboard with a one-out base knock here for the Thompson Tommies. Fifth hit against Doctor, and there's a runner on here for Thompson in the bottom of the third. And for Thomas Schumacher, making his way to Minnesota Crookston, going to continue to play baseball as well and agronomy, as we alluded to earlier. So that's a little bit of a look at some of the future for the particular seniors here. So bottom of the third inning with the runner on. First pitch swinging. This is going to be hitting the air to straightaway center field. Making away a couple of times, but dropping the baseball there is Johnson. Johnson able to recollect himself and able to get the lead runner here in Loyland out at second. Tough one if you're Loyland on the play, just for the simple fact of it's a line drive shot. The center fielder had to come across once or twice and try to glove it, so you're making your way back to second. And by the time he drops it, able to get on base is Gemmel. That'll be on a fielder's choice, but there's two down here in the bottom of the third inning. So Tice will come up to the plate here. Braden Tice, batter number 9 here for the Tommies. 4 batters to plate. Doctor, one good pitch away from getting out of the inning here, and that's a grounder that's going to go through the wickets of the third baseman underneath the glove of Hogfoss. That'll be on an error by the third baseman, so Gemmel will get to second base. As that one hit the glove and able to hit the glove and make the throw, potentially get the runner at first. Instead, now you'll have runners at first and second. The Patriots, a youthful club, again, just 2 juniors. Everybody else sophomores and freshmen here for Mayport CG. Tommies will have runners at first and second with Tice to the plate. First pitch swinging, Jeremy. Now it's 0-1. Able to get a single back in the first, reach base on a fielder's choice in the second here from the Thompson perspective. Tommies have left 4 runners on base so far in this game. As this one missing for a ball, it's 1-1. Left a runner in scoring position at second in the first inning, and the base is full back in the bottom half of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way here for Connor Doctor. This one is going to be hit up the third base line, as able to, the semi made its way through, and pretty much right on the pitch of Doctor, you heard the air horn coming on through. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Tice, the junior center fielder. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss. Breaking ball out of the zone. Now 2-2. Region 2 baseball today here on yourliveevent.com. As Thompson scored a run in every inning, trying to continue that here. 2-2. That'll able to get by and all the way to the backstop. So making his way on the pitch will be Gemmel at third base. Braden Tice will be at second. Makes the count full here to Jeremy Tice. The fastball, and now base knock here for Tice would look to do some damage. Payoff pitch. That'll miss out of the zone. Instead, Tice works a walk, and the bases are full here of Tommies in the third inning. Dex Ovdom coming up. So base is full as Ovdom, number 2 batter for the 8th grade catcher, with 2 down. We'll see this one missing for a ball. It's now 1-0. The one thing the Tommies have done since the first inning is put runners on the bases here against Doctor. 1-0 pitch. That'll be blocked. Enough to keep it there by Alex Arsvold. Now 2-0. Give credit to Connor Doctor. He's done enough to minimize the damage to where it is at 4. Quite frankly, could easily be 5, 6, or 7 runs across the board right now here for the Tommies, with a couple of errors by the Patriots. Here's the 2-0 offering. Good spot in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. Ovdom 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the second baseman in Aiden Arnsvold, his last time up in inning number 2. Sacrifice bunt back in the first. 2-1 offering's going to be hit on the ground. That'll be to the third baseman, who able to first baseman and Hansen able to see that one coming to the glove and roll up a little bit to the wrist. Regardless, the Thompson Tommies strand the bases loaded here for the second straight inning, and it's still a 4-1 lead as we head to the top of the fourth inning. It's Region 2 Baseball on your liveevent.com.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Top of the fourth inning here on your liveevent.com as the Thompson Tommies, no runs, a hit, an error, and 3 runners left on base. They've left 7 so far through 3 innings of play, but they do have a 4-1 lead over the Mayport CG Patriots. As Patriots will be sending the heart of their lineup, 3, 4, and 5 batters to the plate with Dr. Hogfoss and Hansen here for Mayport CG. Game that so far is about 15 minutes old today here in Thompson. 4-1 your score for the Tommies. Region 2 counter as the Patriots 2-4 in the region against the 5-0 Thompson Tommies. This is a game that counts as 2 wins or 2 losses in this 2-point game here today. Doctor with a line drive out to center. His last time up will take low for a ball. 1-0. Muse in left with Tyson center and Loyland in right for the outfield here today for the Tommies. 1-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a strike at 1-1. Tice, the third baseman. Schumacher at short with Gemmel at second. Welke again at first. Odenbach, fourth inning of work. This one will run and miss for a ball. It's now 2-1, and Ovdom behind the plate here for the Thompson Tommies. 2 balls and a strike on the way here as Odenbach, 2-1 pitch is hit up the first base side. That'll go foul now, 2-2. 4 batters to the plate for Mayport CG in the first. They had 3 in the second and 4 in the third. Here's the 2-2 offering. That'll miss low for a ball. It's now 3-2. Lone run for the Patriots coming back in the top of the third inning after Case Judish hit a single to right. A bunt by Ardsvold. Throwing error by Odenbach allowed Judish to come all the way in to score from first base, and that'll be strike 3 looking. Odenbach picks up the strikeout, his 4th of the day, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. First strikeout looking here today, and 1 batter who also had a strikeout, but swinging now comes up to the plate for the sophomore third baseman. First pitch swinging here is Caden. Now 0-1 to Hogfoss. For Odenbach. Works from the line and able to get another strike. Now no balls and 2 strikes to the cleanup batter here in the Patriot lineup. No runs in the first and the second for Mayport CG. This one will run in and hit him on the hand as Odenbach will see his first free pass of the afternoon. Could hear that from up here. Another inch one way or another might have hit the knob, but instead Caden will get hit on the hand and he'll get looked at, make sure everything is all right. As Easton Hansen with a single his last time up did a nice job working the count, 2-2. Took a couple of foul balls and able to get a base knock for the sophomore first baseman. As Hogfoss takes his lead at first. Odenbach sees this one by Hansen, hit to the shortstop, and Schumacher, a little soft little line drive, and there's 2 down. And Hansen is retired on 1 pitch with the runner at first. Alex Arsvold hit into that 4-6-3 double play his last time up in the 2nd inning, batting from the left-handed side as Odenbach trying to do what he did in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and that's at most go up against 4 batters. This one missing outside for a ball, 1-0. Normal 7-inning baseball game here today on yourliveevent.com. So we get to a mercy rule after 4.5. Right now the Patriots looking for a knock to see if they can cut this down to a 2-run deficit, as getting back safely is Hogfoss at first base. For Odenbach would like to put another 0 up on the scoreboard and see if the Tommies can break the game open. They've had their chances today as this one goes off the shin of Welke. Tommies have loaded the bases back-to-back innings, and they've gotten traffic against Doctor, just haven't gotten that big base knock to put a couple of runs across. Able to do so in the 1st with a runner on base, but not with the multitude of runners as they've had in the 2nd and the 3rd. 1-0 pitch. Odenbach, this one will miss, bluffing the bunt, as will be now 2-0. Sam Weaver on the on-deck circle here for the number 7 batter for the Patriots. If Alex Arsvold can find a way to climb to first base. Strikeout hit by a pitch and a line drive out. This one is bunted up the 3rd base line. To the 3rd baseman coming in there is going to be Tice, makes the throw across, and that'll retire the side 5-3 on the putout. As we make our way to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's the Mayport CG Patriots down by 3 with the Tommies coming to the plate.
It's hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have, and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsborough for more information.
Hey there!
I'm here to personally invite you
to join First Community Credit Union. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same? No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates
and less fees.
So come see why life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Bottom of the 4th inning here on yourliveevent.com. This is Region 2 baseball between the Mayport CG Patriots and the Thompson Tommies, as the Tommies will be sending just as the Patriots in the 4th inning, the heart of their lineup with 3, 4, and 5 batters. Only difference is this would be the 3rd time through seeing Doctor compared to the Patriots' 2nd time through seeing Odenbach in his own right. Tommies 3 runs in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, no runs across in the 3rd inning. Schumacher, Welke, and Odenbach do up here as Schumacher has reached base both times on an error and a walk with a run scored. Welke with a run driven in so far with a run scored. Also a double and a hit by pitch. First 2 batters do up here against Connor Doctor. 4 errors here for the Patriots. 1 error for the Thompson Tommies. As Connor Doctor, the sophomore, sees this one in there for a strike. It's now 0-1. So working ahead in the count here is Doctor. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. In there, breaking ball. It's now 0-2. Good spot. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one is popped up, and that one will go foul over the first base dugout. As Doctor has given up 3 free passes today and 1 strikeout. 0-2 pitch is going to be Sky down the left field line. Making his way across will be the left fielder, and Weaver will make the catch for the out. So a fly out, and there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. As Welke reached base again twice so far here today, as the center fielder in Johnson makes his way into left center field, and left fielder Weaver kind of playing more down the line. So for Welke, he's got a lot of that area to go to, but the right fielder was right in the gap. As you were trying to see what Welke was trying to do, hit it away from the center fielder and the left fielder, but he goes right to Judish in right center, and there's two down. As Weaver in left, Johnson in center, and Judish in right. Hansen at first base, Hayden Arnsvold at second, McGillis at short, and Hogfoss at third with Alex Alsvold behind the plate. So far, Connor Doctor got ahead on Schumacher. One pitch, one out with Wilkie, and gets ahead to Odenbach here. Drew 0 for 2 today with a strikeout his last time up. And the 0-1, that'll miss out of the zone. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the way here to Odenbach. This one in the dirt. It'll be now 2-1. 7 batters to the plate in the first and the second, 6 in the third, and so far 3 here in the fourth inning as Odenbach trying to find a way to get on base and see if the Tommies can get a 2-out rally. While for Connor Doctor, would love a 3-up, 3-down and get the bats coming up here in the top of the fifth. 3-1 will be in there for a strike. It's now 3-2. Another full count on the way here for Doctor. Had 1 in the first, had 1 in the third. 3-2, that'll be in the dirt. Odenbach takes a walk. Able to draw a free pass, and the Tommies have a runner aboard here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jonathan Muse with a single back in the first. As they'll have Odenbach here at first base. As Jonathan Muse will now come up to the plate here for the Tommies. As Odenbach takes his lead off at first, held on by Hansen. Doctor with 2 down. We'll see how much attention he pays to the runner. This one able to throw it out of the zone. It's now 1-0. From the stretch works Doctor. That time he takes a quick look across the diamond. 1-0 on the way. That'll be out of the zone now, 2-0. Pablo Lopez will take the mound for the Minnesota Twins later tonight. Game scheduled to get underway at 6:40. First of a doubleheader in the nation's capital. Nationals lead the Guardians 10-9 in the top of the ninth. 2-0, this one will run in. Able to scrape him enough, and a runner will take first base. So Odenbach will go towards second. Hit by a pitch. Now Alex Berry will come on out and talk it over here with Connor Doctor. As Doctor taking a look at his hand and talking it over with Berry. So runner at first and second right now, as now we'll have a new runner into the game here for the Thompson Tommies, is making his way towards second base. It will be Juvie. So Juvie now will come in for Odenbach at second. As Alex Berry talking it over here with his staff in this one. As the Patriots will get a little time on the mound. So after a walk and a hit by pitch, it'll be the number 7 batter in Loyland. So Juvie again stands at second. Muse will be at first. Loyland 1-2 today with a single his last time up. As Loyland, chance to put one in the outfield here and see if he can get a run across, if not 2, if he can possibly hit the gap or hit one down the line, as this one will be in there for a strike. It's 0-1 for the Patriots in the top of the fifth. It'll be their bottom third of the lineup with Weaver, Judish, and Ian Arnsvold. 7, 8, and 9 batters due up for the Patriots. 0-1 pitch. That'll go foul. go 0-2. One thing the doctor's done a better job of in this inning, outside of Odenbach, able to get ahead of batters and fell behind right away on Muse. But again, Schumacher, Welke able to get ahead and doing the same thing here to Loyland. As the 0-2 pitch. This will be hit on the ground towards the second baseman as Arsvold able to glove it enough and keep it near him. So 4-3 on the putout to retire the side. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. 4 complete on the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moan Agency scoreboard. It's Thompson Tommies for the Mayport CG Patriots 1 as we head to the 5th inning.
The geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
As the Thompson Tommies will make a pitching change here. First pitch, swinging, swung on and miss. Weaver now 0-1. Odenbach, 4 innings of work, 3 hits, a run, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. As we will get to the difference in terms of defensive alignment now, as this one is going to be hit to now the new first baseman in Odenbach. Odenbach underhands it 1-3. Make that 3-1 on the putout, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Welke now stands in left field as Muse goes to center, and then Odenbach again now will be at first. So a couple of defensive changes after Tice will come on and pitch. The center fielder now the pitcher here in this one. Judish with a single and a run scored. This one will be in there for a strike. It's 0-1 as Tice takes a look. Behind the plate here to Obdam. And the 0-1 offering. I'll be in there for a strike. It's 0-2, and something Coach Solis said in our pregame show. Got to find ways to throw strikes, especially with the amount of volume of games the Tommies have here throughout the week. 0-2 pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-2. As particular times you can have one player try to get through a complete game, and in doing so, use his volume of pitches throughout a particular course of a week. As this one misses out of the zone, 2-2, just with the required time off in between appearances or games that you can pitch. Here's the 2-2 offering. That'll miss all the way to the backstop, and H. Judish able to work the count full, now 3-2. Makes the count full here to the number 8 batter, the sophomore right fielder. 3-2 pitch, strike 3 looking, and Tice gets the punch out, and there's 2 down. And Arnsvold reached base on an error by Odenbach his last time up when Jur was the pitcher on a bunt. That was the 1 run so far here for the Patriots, as it got by, at the time, the first baseman Welke went all the way into right. And coming in to score was Case Judish back in the 3rd inning. taking a strike on the way here. It's now 0-1. For the Thompson Tommies, bottom of the 5th, it'll be their 8, 9, and 1 batters with Gemmel leading things off. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit on the ground. That's towards the second baseman. Gemmel is there, goes to Odenbach. A nice clean inning in relief here for Tice. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of the 5th on your liveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Bottom of the 5th inning, the Thompson Tommies, Gemmel and a pair of Tices due up here for Thompson. As Gemmel, the sophomore second baseman, so far today has reached base twice, once on a fielder's choice and another on a single back in the second inning. Doctor, 4 innings of work. Continues to pitch here for the Patriots. First pitch swinging as this one is going to be hit in the air to right. A little bit more towards right center, but the wing carrying a little bit more towards Judish and right. 1 pitch, and Gemmel is retired on 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As you will see, Braden Tice, who also has reached base twice here today on a couple of errors, didn't come back and score a run in the second. This one will be out of the zone for a ball. It's now 1-0. Thompson last scored back in the second inning. 1 run across after scoring 3 in the first. For the Mayport CG Patriots, their lone run back in the top of the 3rd inning. Patriots a run across, 3 hits, 4 errors for the Thompson Tommies. 4 runs on 5 hits. They have committed 1 error. Thompson has left 9 batters on base. This one's in there for a strike. Well, for the Mayport CG Patriots, they have left 2 batters aboard so far here this Tuesday afternoon. Doctor with the 2-1. That'll be swung on now 2-2. As Braden trying to see if he can get aboard for the 3rd time here today. 2-2, that'll miss out of the zone on the off speed. Now 3-2. Three-two offering from Doctor. That'll be out of the zone, working a walk. So the 5th one of the day, and now the Tommies will have a runner board here in the 5th. They have had at least a runner on in every inning so far. As the Tommies with Jeremy Tice has been able to get aboard his last time up in the 3rd with the walk, doing exactly what Braden did in terms of working the count full. Hansen will hold the runner at first. This one. That one will miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. Runner at first base again is Braden Tice. Pick play. Not going to be in time as it continues to be 1-0. Hansen holding the runner on as Doctor, as he's done for a good portion of the game, paying attention to anytime there's runners at the corners or just a runner at first in general. having a chance to take a look at the runner at first and throw over a couple times. There's been one runner picked off today. That was by Odenbach. As this is going to be hit and under the glove of the third baseman, making his way towards second will be Braden Tice. Jeremy Tice will be able to get aboard here with runners at first and second with one down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. So number 2 batter in the lineup here for the Tommies. 0 for 2 today. He's came up with some runners aboard, and every time he's came up to the plate, Patriots trying to see if they can get that runner out at second base. So Braden Tice will continue to be at second. Jeremy Tice at first. Dex Ovdom here. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Looking to bunt. This one goes right back to the pitcher. Making the throw on the way there is Doctor to the first baseman. So it'll be another sacrifice bunt here by Dex. Runners will advance 90 feet, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. So Thomas Schumacher, Tommy, will be coming up on the walk with a run scored, stolen base. That was the part of the 3-run first inning for the Thompson Tommies. And here's where Thompson's been at against Doctor the last couple of innings. Able to get the bases full, get runners in scoring position. They just haven't broken open the game with a base knock. That's what Schumacher will try to do here as he gets into a hitter's count. 1 ball, no strikes on the way here to Schumacher. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss low for a ball. It's now 2-0. As the runners take their lead from second and third. Hitters count. We'll see if Doctor tries to challenge him. Instead throws it out of the zone at 3-0. Wilkie on the on-deck circle here if Schumacher can draw a walk. 3-0 pitch, got the green light. Took a good hack at it. It's now 3-1. For the Patriots, top of the lineup in the 6th inning, Johnson, McGillis, and Connor Doctor. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Off speed on the zone 5 pitch walk for Tommy. And the bases are full of Thompson Tommies yet again here in the 5th inning. So you had bases full both in the 2nd and the 3rd. Able to get runners at 1st and 2nd in the 4th, and another time here from the head coach and Alex Berry with bases full. We'll see if there is a pitching changeup coming here, or just more of a chance to talk it over with Connor on the mound, who's gone 4 2/3 of work so far here today. Has given up a single here in this inning. 6 hits against, 4 runs, 6 free passes. 1 was a hit by pitch and a strikeout today here for Connor Doctor. So Alex Berry with some words of advice here. And now we'll be back to the cleanup batter in Welke. As Welke looking to break the game open, as we talked about for the Thompson Tommies, with a base knock. Well, for Doctor, he's found ways to get out of this particular spot in the 3rd and the 4th. We'll try to do it one more time here in the 5th and keep it at a 3-run ball game with 2 down here in the 5th. This one will be into the dirt. It's a ball. It's now 1-0. One ball, no strikes with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And the pitch. That'll miss as Alex Arswold able to keep that one close enough to the plate. However, now for Doctor, 2 balls, no strikes here to Welke. And even if a bases loaded walk, the Tommies will gladly take a run and try to keep the carousel going here. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit in the air. That'll go to short center field with the win. This one will be trouble, and that'll go into Bermuda's triangle there. 2 runs are going to come in to score. Wasn't hit too particularly hard off the bat by Welke, but better to hit them where they aren't. And you get a couple runs coming in via Braden and Jeremy Tice. First to third is Schumacher with 2 outs, and Welke gets a 2 RBI single on the way here. His second base knock that has resulted in a run, if not more. And now it's 6-1 here for the Tommies. Off the bat, it was just going to be a challenging play where the center fielder was for Johnson and just kind of tailed a little bit where the second baseman couldn't get there. So the Tommies 2 runs across. Runners at the corners. This one will be fouled by Odenbach. It's now 0-1. So a walk and a single both come in to score after the sacrifice fly bunt by Ovdam. And Schumacher took a walk. He stands at third base with Welke at first. Big play, as we've already seen Thompson in this situation with runners at the corners. Have that runner at first go to second and the delayed runner at third come in and come home to score. 6-1, runner stays put. Off speed will be in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Two down here again in the 5th inning. It's Connor Doctor. Here will be a delayed steal. Now looks to see if he can get the lead runner. And this one will be in a little bit of a pickle right now, as they're able to get the runner out at third base here with Thomas Schumacher. That'll retire the side. So Doctor came off the mound looking to see if he could go to Welke, then eventually came to Alex Ardsvold, then to Hogfoss. So that'll go 1-2-5 on the putout. And the lead runner in Schumacher is retired, but not before the Thompson Tommies. But 2 runs across in the 5th, and we got a new score on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Thompson 6, the Mayport CG Patriots 1.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
Top of the 6th inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's a 5-run lead for the Thompson Tommies after 2 runs coming across in the bottom of the 5th. As Jeremy Tyson for his 2nd inning of work at a 3-up, 3-down 5th with a strikeout in his relief of Drew Odenbach. Johnson 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. This one will be in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. Patriots down to their final 6 outs of the game right now. 1-1 pitch. That'll be in there for strike number 2. In a game that's nearing an hour and a half old today here in Thompson. As Tice steps off the mound for a moment, recollects himself. And the count. 1-2 pitch into the glove of Ovdam. Swung on a miss, and Johnson is retired for the 2nd time via the punch out here at the plate, and there's 1 down. And for Tice, he gets his 2nd strikeout through 4 batters so far of the game, with Sawyer McGillis batting 2nd for the junior shortstop. We'll see this run in. It's now 1-0, one of the leaders here for Coach Barry and the Mayport CG Patriots, being one of 2 juniors on the club this season. 1-0. That'll miss out of the zone. Now 2-0. McGillis able to put the ball in play both times at the plate. Singled in the 1st, grounded out back in the 3rd. Here's the 2-0 offering. This is going to be hit towards right, and the right fielder doing a nice job with the wind, the sun, and fishtailing away from him. Loyland makes a nice play, and there is 2 down. difficult as you're looking towards the sun in the western sky and able to have the wind take that ball a little bit farther away from you, where you got to make a stretch in rights. And there's 2 down here on the top of the 6th. As this one is in there for a strike, it's now 0-1. Doctor with a strikeout in the 4th. The line drive to the center fielder at the time was Jeremy Tice. The 0-1 pitch is going to be popped up, and that'll go out of play, and will be now 0-2. As Jeremy Tice with the 0-2 offering. This would be hitting the air. That'll go to the center fielder who's going to come in. The shortstop, though, Schumacher, makes a nice play in front of him and Muse. And that'll finish off the 6th inning. It's been 6 up and 6 down for Tyson relief. And with the wind, just makes the baseball not go as far as we've seen it at particular times, as it kind of just bats it down. Nice play by the shortstop with Schumacher, and that'll retire the side as we get to the bottom of the 6th inning here on your liveevent.com.
Traffic. From all of us here at Agassi Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll cover the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 2nd and 3rd.
This will be hit and over the shortstop Berg into left center field. A run comes in to score with Alexander Raff.
Optimist Volleyball Series June 16th and 17th.
Blue outside Linsinger with another hammer.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 14th and 15th.
Baldwin finds Wick. Wick open, three-pointer coming. Yes, sir!
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning, the Mayport CG Patriots will have a new pitcher on the mound as the center fielder, and Johnson will come on and now a pitch while the pitcher in Doctor will make his way towards center field. So just a straight switch between Connor and Bricker Johnson. For Connor Doctor, 5 innings of work in this game, 7 hits, 6 runs, 7 walks, and a strikeout. As the Patriots will be going up with Odenbach, Muse, and Neuland for the Thompson Tommies, as Patriots Johnson will come on for his first inning of work. This one will run in for a ball. It's now 1-0. Odenbach finished the 5th inning at the plate, but with the runner being thrown out between third base and home plate, able to come up another time here. This time works with a hitter's count. Now 2-0 after falling behind against Connor Doctor to finish things off in the 5th inning after Schumacher was caught in a pickle. 2-0 pitch is going to be a high ground ball. This one will go down the third baseline foul. It's now 2-1. So 2 balls and strike on the way to the senior at the time pitcher, now first baseman here for the Thompson Tommies. As Drew Odenbach able to be part of that Thompson basketball program that made it to state this past season, finishing in the top 4 of the state tournament in Division A. Tommies have had some really good athletic programs in recent years. 2-1 pitch. This one's going to be fouled up the third baseline, now 2-2. Able to see what they've done both in basketball. Obviously, softball's been knocking on the door for Matt Chandler's team to see if they can win a state championship. They've been close in recent years, making it to state consistently in softball as they've done here in baseball. Volleyball made it to the state tournament as well this past season. 2-2 offering, swung on a miss. It's a strikeout, and Odenbach's retired for the first out of the 6th inning for the Tommies. And we'll see Coach Jason Bren's club in girls basketball make it all the way to the state championship game before falling to Valley City. So just from this particular season, been a good athletic year here for the Thompson Tommies. And we'll try to add to that with what they've been able to do in track and field, softball and baseball, just to name those 3 sports in the spring. One down is, this one goes off the glove as Johnson will see this hit Muse. So Jonathan Muse able to get a free bag again one more time. As you will have Caden Loyland, 1 of 3 today with a single back in the 3rd. As there's the pick throw, and getting back safely again is Jonathan Muse. So for the Tommies, 3 runs in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, 2 runs in the 5th. For their collective of 6 runs here today against the Patriots after scoring 19 against the Burros yesterday. As this one's going to get all the way back to the backstop, and making his way will be Muse towards second base. Now 1-0 to Caden Loyland. Tommy's in that game did give up 9 runs. Well, for the Patriots, they gave up 10 runs to the Aggies on Park River area yesterday in their 10-2 loss. Is taking the lead off of second base is Muse. As Tommy's looking to add on another run, if not more here. And another hit by pitch as Loyland will take first base. And the Thompson Tommies with runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Gemmel batting from the 8th spot for the sophomore second baseman. Reached base twice on a single and a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning on the fielder's choice. We'll see this one take a strike. It's now 0-1. So Bricker Johnson earned a strikeout of Odenbach, hit by pitch of Muse and Loyland, and there's 2 runners on with a runner down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll miss out of the zone. It's 1-1. Runner takes his lead at second. Again, his Muse is Loyland. The same at first. 1-1 pitch. That'll miss out of the zone. It's now 2-1. Two and offering. Big swing by Gemmel. It's now 2-2. Then it goes back to the number 9 batter due up next here for the Thompson Tommies. Bricker Johnson looking for his second strikeout here in relief. 2-2 pitch. Said we'll make it a full count. And if he gives up a walk, here will be 3 consecutive free bags, 2 with a hit by pitch, and then 1 will potentially be with a walk as well. As the count is full here for Johnson. Payoff pitch will be in the dirt. That'll get by the catcher of Alex Ardsville. Not going to matter regardless, as it already is a walk. So bases full of Tommies yet again here against the Patriots, with Braden Tice coming up here for Thompson. A senior, Tice able to get a couple of runs across so far here today. A walk his last time up in the 5th inning. As if Tice can hit one either down the line or to straightaway center field, might have a chance to bring a couple, if not more, in without the outfield is playing a little bit. No balls and 1 strike here to the senior. Tommy's loaded the bases in the 2nd and the 3rd inning. Able to get runners on again the 5th. Got a couple of runs across after the 2 RBI single by Welke after loading the bases as well in the 5th. So 4 consecutive innings here for Thompson in which they have had the bases full. Here's the 1-1. Miss now 2-1 as Hogfoss, the 3rd baseman, playing pretty much even with the runner at 3rd, and Jonathan Muse, if he takes his lead down the 3rd base line. As the supper hour bell makes its alarm here in Thompson as we get to the 6 o'clock hour. Here's the 2-1. That'll miss at 3-1. Bricker Johnson, one ball away from walking the bases full and then walking the bases with a run coming across. Let's see how aggressive Tice is here at the plate after a couple of hit by pitch and a walk, and he will take a 5-pitch free pass. Jonathan Muse comes in to score. Loyland will make his way towards third. Gemmel to second base, and Tice on 5 pitches makes it a new ball game as it's 7-1 here in favor of the Tommies. As you'll see now, Jeremy Tice coming up to the plate here for Thompson. 4 consecutive batters have reached base here for the Tommies after the strikeout by Odenbach. And now you got Tice. A couple of singles so far here today for the leadoff batter. Able to get aboard all 4 times, what you want to do with your number 1. First pitch swinging, hits this one in the air. That'll go to the left fielder and Weaver has to play the wind as that one went high up in the air and just kept tailing and getting a little bit closer to the shortstop position. There will be an out. And that'll be the second one and not deep enough again with just that wind blowing in to allow the runner from third to potentially tag, as it's now the 8th grader in Dex Ovdam. Ovdam 0 for 2 with a pair of sacrifice bunts. A couple of ground outs today to the right side of the second and the first baseman, as Johnson gets out number 2, and a big one at that. First pitch swinging. This one's going to be hit to the third baseman. He'll just glove it there, take it 5 unassisted to retire this side. So the Thompson Tommies do get 1 run across in the 6th inning, but for the 3rd inning in this particular game, they have left the bases full as we head to the top of the 7th. It's 7-1 Thompson on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Well, the Patriots down to their final 3 outs of this game, down by 6. Tice so far 2 innings of work, 2 strikeouts, no hits, no walks against him. As for the Tommies, 1 run across, no hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. Back in the bottom of the 6th inning for Thompson, they've left 13 runners aboard so far here today against the Mayport CG Patriots. Well, the Patriots, they left 2 runners aboard between Odenbach and Tice. They will be bringing their 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate that are due up here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest, and we'll take a look at the final line score. That and more is still to come. Now for the Tommies, trying to find a way to pick up another Region 2 victory and get a little bit closer to being that number 1 seed. This year in the Region 2 tournament, the 1 and 2 seeds are in a bye as they've done in the past, but a little bit different this year for Region 2 baseball as there won't be a true double elimination for the 6 teams that are remaining. 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5 will be single elimination. Then once they get it down to the final 4 teams, then it'll be a double elimination from that. As Hogfoss missing and sees this one for a strike, so it's 1-1 on the way to Caden. 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch back in the 4th inning. Here's the 1-1 offering. It'll be in there for a strike. It's now 1 and 2. 6 strikeouts so far combined between Odenbach and Tice, with Tice having 1 in each inning of relief. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss out of the zone. Now 2 and 2. Here's the 2-2 offering. This one is fouled, and that'll be towards the highway here, and we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. That one will miss, and now work the count full. It'll be the second full count that Tice has seen on the bump. 3-2 is going to be hit on the ground. That'll go to the third baseman, and that's going to eat up the third baseman a little bit here with Braden Tice and make its way into short left field. So as Tice went down to go glove it, took a little bit more of a hop on the play as Hogfoss will reach base here. And the Mayport CG Patriots will get a leadoff runner aboard here in the 7th. This will be their first base runner since Hogfoss was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. There were 8 consecutive batters retired in order prior to that error. This will be the second one here by the Tommies. So Tice will work from the stretch and for the first time have to go up against a runner on. As this one missing for a ball, it's now 1-0. Easton Hansen a single in the second. Line drive out his last time up to Schumacher at shortstop. 1-0 pitch. On a miss for a ball. It's now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at first is Hogfoss. Here is Tice working from the stretch. And one more out of the zone. The Patriots will get a free pass and get 2 runners on here to begin things up in the 7th inning. So for the Patriots, all about finding ways to get base runners aboard here early on here in the top of the 7th. 3-0, taken all the way was Hansen. It's now 3-1. Well, the Patriots want to find a way to see if he can bring that leadoff batter and Bricker Johnson back up to the plate. Bare minimum here in this inning, as this is foul back. 3-2. If you do have Bricker up to the plate, there could be 2 outs, but he would have a run across with bases loaded and try to see if he can bring that tying run up to the plate with Sawyer McGillis. That is what the Patriots are looking to do here in some collective. Here's the payoff pitch by Tice. 3-2 is going to be hit in the line, right to the second baseman. A chance for 2, and they got him. Right to Gemmel. Gemmel to Odenbach, and a line drive 4-3 double play, and it's the second double play turned by the Thompson Tommies. So 2 down as Solis will make a pitching change here, and this is more so just because of the volume of pitches that you have, and when you can throw another pitcher to come in and come out in a game, that's definitely part of the situation here. But you do get 2 on the out as Gavin Oster will be making his way to the mound now for the Thompson Tommies. Tice, 2 2/3 innings of work. There were no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts here for Tice, as now it'll be up to Gavin Oster to get that final out of the contest. So 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Good smash there by Easton Hansen, just right to Gemmel, and then Hogfoss just took a step or 2 towards second base, and by the time he did that, it was lights out at first to Odenbach to retire the double play on the line drive play. As there's 2 down again here in the top of the 7th inning. And Oster will collect and have himself a chance as Tice will make his way to the outfield here and go back to center field. The Thompson Tommies looking for win number 13 of the season and trying to get to 6-0 in Region 2 play with 1 more out here. If you're Hansen, sophomore first baseman, made good contact today all 3 times at the plate. Got robbed of a base knock, got that single back in the second, and there's 2 down again. As the junior catcher, Alex Arnsvold also hit into a double play earlier here in this one. But now there's nobody on with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Arnsvold 0 for 2, and this one will miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. 1-0 pitch upcoming here for the Tommies. That'll miss under the zone. It's now 2-0. Weaver is the on-deck batter if Alex Ardsvold can find a way to get aboard here with 2 down. This one will be a strike. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch is going to be hit off the glove. One hopper to the second baseman. Gemmel is there, and that one will go 1-4-3 to retire the side. And the Patriots here in the inning, there were no runs, no hits, an error, and nobody left on base as Oster works a third. Tice goes 2 2/3, and that'll do it here in this one. A ball game that finishes at 6-10 here today. The Thompson Tommies pick up the win now, 13-1 on the season. The Mayport CG Patriots, they fall to 3-8. Our post-game show, and take a look at the final line scores coming up next here on your liveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the True Grade Pull-Type Bulldozer Blade from Degelman Industries. At 34 inches, the True Grade is the tallest pull-type bulldozer blade in its class. Our streamlined design will make cleaning ditches, grading roads, digging ditches, leveling fields, and moving snow easier and more efficient than ever. The Degelman True Grade, engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Your final in this one on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. The Thompson Tommies pick up the win 7-1 over the Mayport CG Patriots. 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 13 runners left on base for the Tommies. For the Patriots, there was a run on 3 hits. They had 4 errors and 2 runners left on base here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Drew Odenbach picks up the win. 4 innings of work, 3 hits, a run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. While Doctor picks up the loss, 5 innings of work, 7 hits, 6 runs, 7 walks, and a strikeout here for Doctor in a game that took 1 hour and 44 minutes. As we get to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest, a couple of double plays on the way for the Thompson Tommies, able to turn those both in the second and the 7th inning. The 4-6-3 Gemmel Schumacher to, at the time it was Welke at first base to retire Alex Arsvold, and then another double play there off the bat of Hansen to go 4-3 and retire Hogfoss at first base. The twin killing, when you get 4 outs in the way of a double play, that can help a long way in baseball. Brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Give them a call and give them in contact with them at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. We go from there to our player of the game here in this one. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. For the Thompson Tommies, it'll be the pitchers here of Odenbach, Tice, and Gavin Oster. Again, you can throw 7 innings, give up 3 hits, a run, and a couple of errors that were behind him. That is our players of the game, and Jeremy Tice did a good job coming in relief. 2 2/3 of no-hit baseball. Odenbach gave up 3 hits at most, but that again is our players of the game, the pitching staff, Odenbach, Tyson, Oster here in this one. And go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. The Thompson Tommies pick up the win 7-1 over the Patriots. We'll take a break and take a look at the final box score next on your liveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery.
Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, it's also Senior Day, so they're going to recognize the seniors here in this one with those associated with the Thompson Tommy program. For the Patriots, taking a look at the final numbers, Bricker Johnson goes 0 for 3 today from the plate. Sawyer McGillis goes 1 of 3. Connor Doctor 0 for 3. You had Caden Hogfoss 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. Easton Hansen goes 1 of 3 today. Alex Arsvold goes 0 for 3. Sawyer Weaver 0 for 2. Case Judish 1 of 2 with a single and a run scored. And Aiden Arnsvold able to reach base in the third on an error. He goes 0 for 2 today. And Bricker Johnson, 5 innings of work, 7 hits, 6 runs, 7 walks, and a strikeout. That was Connor Doctor. Doctor, 5 innings of work, 7 hits, 6 runs, 7 walks, and a strikeout. Bricker Johnson, an inning pitch, 3 walks and a strikeout here today in this one. For the Thompson Tommies, Jeremy Tice would finish this game with a couple of singles, 2 runs scored, able to reach base 3 times. He in this one would go 2 for 4 from the plate here for Tice. Dex Ovdom goes 0 for 3 with a couple of sacrifice bunts. Thomas Schumacher able to reach base 3 times with 2 walks, a stolen base, and a run scored, goes 0 for 2. Welke with 3 runs driven in, a double and a RBI variety at that in the first, so the run scored and a 2 RBI single in the fifth. He would end up going 2 for 3 today, reaching base 3 times on a hit by pitch back in the second. Drew Odenbach 0 for 3 with a walk. Jonathan Muse, a single back in the first inning with hit by pitch, both in the fourth and the sixth. Did have a run driven in back in the first and a run scored back in the sixth. Caden Neuland goes 1 for 3 today with a single in the third. Gemmel with a walk and a single today and reach base in the third inning. Would eventually go 1 of 3 today from the plate. Then Braden Tice in this one would get on base all 4 times, 2 errors, 2 walks with 2 runs scored and a run driven in on a bases loaded walk. He would go 0 for 2 today here in this one. Drew Odenbach, 4 innings, 3 hits, a run, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Jeremy Tice, 3 2 2/3 innings work with 2 strikeouts here in this one, and Gavin Oster goes a third of an inning as well here in this contest as they continue to have the Senior Day as they're making their way through in terms of some of the seniors. So we will go over that one more time before we bid adieu here. Those helping in terms of Jalen Ovdom, able to come on out here as part of the Thompson Tommy program, as Jalen making her way to UND to pursue a degree in health studies. From there, Braden Tice making his way to UND as well to pursue a degree in business. You have Josh Juvie making his way to be an apprentice in HVAC, with Drew Odenbach going to Minnesota Crookston for baseball and going to have agronomy. From there, you got Johnny Muse making his way to UND to pursue a degree in business. William Welke going to NDSCS to play baseball, and he will also pursue a degree in residential electrician. And then Schumacher, Tommy, making his way to Crookston coming up and going to pursue a degree in agronomy and also play in baseball as well. As that, again, is a look at your senior recognition day here for the Thompson Tommies as they pick up the win 7-1 over the Mayport CG Patriots. That does it for our broadcast today here on yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in as the Thompson Tommies pick up the win. Their next game will be scheduled for Thursday as they're making their way towards Larimore. They'll return back to Thompson here on Saturday with a game against the Aggies of Park River area and Shiloh Christian. While for the Mayport CG Patriots on Friday, they will host Hillsborough Central Valley. Then on Monday, hosting Larimore, the Polar Bears, upcoming on Monday. On behalf of all of our sponsors, I'm Chase Miller, repeating today's final from Thompson. Tommies pick up the win 7-1 over the Mayport CG Patriots. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.